Alright guys, let's make this quick, man. UFC's back, UFC Saudi. Hamdi Abdelwahab, Jamal Pogues. I'm going with Hamdi. He's a Roy cheat. I don't even know why he's in the UFC, but I'm going to use that to his advantage. These guys are heavyweights. Jamal Pogues is ass. I'm going with Hamdi. Bogdan Grad, Lucas Alexander. I'm going with Lucas Alexander. Who even gives a fuck? Jasmine Jasudavicius, Mayor Bueno Silva. Jasmine Jasudavicius is Canadian. She's the only good Canadian, but she's still Canadian. They're ass. I just don't think she's ready for the caliber of opponent that Mayor Bueno Silva is. Although she's on a 2-fight losing streak. It was in a championship fight, her first one ever. I think the nerves got to her and she kind of gassed out towards the end. It's fine. You know, it happens to everybody. It happens to a lot of people. And then the last one, it was a competitive fight. It was a doctor stoppage. So I think she could have gone on to win that, to be honest. But Mayor Bueno Silva, she's got a willingness to strike, a willingness to grapple. She's got the grit. I'm going to go with her. Freziem, Mike Davis, going with Freziem. If he gets taken down, I will rely on him to get back up. And if it stays on the feet, I will rely on him to use his range and his distance control to keep Mike Davis at bay and get a win. He needs this win. I feel like Freziem is really close to the rankings, so this would be a pretty good win for him to get. Terrence McKinney, Damir Hadzovic. Terrence McKinney, ugh, man, you should watch this one in the chance that we see Terrence McKinney get chinned in a very goofy fashion once again, like the Bonfim fight or like the Ribovics fight. I mean, the Ribovics fight, he got head kick KO'd, falls against the cage, out cold, and he's smiling. It doesn't get better than that. Damir Hadzovic sucks. He hasn't fought in like 2 years. I don't even know why he's still on the roster, but he is. I guess they're saving him for shit like this. So I'm gonna go with Terrence McKinney. But you should watch because he might get knocked out. And if he gets knocked out or if he loses, cut them both. Same night, cut them both. Shamil the Blob versus Thomas Peterson. They're both fat heavyweights. Just get ready for some fat shit going on in there in the cage. I'm gonna go with Shamil. I believe after that performance, they were like, brother, get in sauna, brother, get in jacuzzi, get on the treadmill, get on a fucking stairmaster, get on a row machine, something, better your cardio, and it showed in his last fight. He was much better performance, but I'm gonna go with Shamil next. Ikram Andre, good fight. It got moved to another card. Unfortunately, I was looking forward to that one. Khan Ofli, Muhammad IMAVOV. I'm going with Khan Ofli. Small ball of muscle, and I know he got KO'd in his last fight. He's a tough runner-up, but Muhammad IMAVOV had a robbery decision over Jared Gordon, and he got finished by Felipe Lima in his last fight, a guy making his debut. It's not a very good look. I mean, Felipe Lima is good, and hopefully he shakes out to be a good prospect, but I'll go with Khan Ofli. If he can keep, if he didn't lose all confidence in his striking from the Santos fight, and if he can use that muscle and just hold Muhammad Imov at bay up against the cage or on the ground, I believe he can edge himself at a good decision. I like Khan Ofli as well, so I'm a little biased, but who cares? Said Nurmagomedov, Vinicius Oliveira. Going with Said. Vinicius Oliveira was losing the Sapaj fight. Everyone knows it. Well, actually, people don't know it because they glazed the shit out of that KO. And it was a good KO. Awesome KO. But he was losing that fight. And his win after that, I forgot the name. It was against, Ricky Simon. Yeah, Ricky Simon, whatever. It was a good win. It is a good win. But Said, I'm just going to say, he's just better. And he has the grappling on his side. I could see him just out-grappling Vinicius Oliveira, making him look like a victim out there. Jairzinho Rosenstrike, Pavlovich, Jairzinho, the Volkov gave you the blueprint. All right, man? Be confident enough to strike with him, but don't be reckless enough to get KO'd. Keep him at range, and that's all you got to do. Basically, that's all you got to do. It'd be cool to see Sergey get a KO victory, a highlight reel KO win, after all this time. But I don't really care. I'm kind of over it, and I like Big E Boy. I like Jairzinho, and I would like for him to continue his win streak. I like him a lot, so I want him to win. Michael Page, Shara versus Shara Bullet, the one-eyed pirate. Michael Page, I just don't really care for him as much. I don't even know why they signed him after all these years. He's fucking old, dude. He's 37. I mean, like, he's old. Like, him and Wonder Boy are both old. And he's definitely faster. and his range is insane. Dude, he's got a 79-inch reach. It's pretty, and they're the same height. But I'm gonna go with Shera, just for the fact that grappling is in the back pocket. If he feels like he's losing those exchanges, he's gonna shoot a double leg, and he's probably gonna get it because as the Ian Gary fight showed, Michael Page doesn't know what the fuck he's doing on the ground. And he doesn't really seem like he's the kind of guy that cares too much about learning grappling. He just wants to do his little karate stance and fuck around in the cage and make people look dumb. That's what he cares about. So, Shera is going to get the win on this one. I'm going to pick it by decision. I don't think he's going to finish Michael Page. I don't think Michael Page is going to finish him. I think it's going to be pretty boring like the Ian Gary fight. This one, though, Nasruddin IMAVOV, Israel Adesanya, the return of the king. I would like to see Adesanya win, and I think he is going to win. I think he's going to get a 4th, 5th round TKO victory. I'll tell you why. I believe IMAVOV is primed. He's ready to get KO'd. I feel like the Brendan Allen fight, he gets rocked in a lot of his fights. I just don't think his opponents have the instincts to go for that kind of TKO, KO finish, whereas Adesanya definitely does. I think the first couple rounds are going to be quite boring. I think IMAVOV is going to do everything in his power to get him to the ground. This is the biggest fight of his career. He needs this win if he wants to eventually get a title shot. Like after this, he's literally one shot away from a title shot, if not just waiting out for it. I mean, yeah, he's probably one. I'll go ahead and say he's probably one fight away from a title shot after this one. So he's 2 fights away. He needs this win. This would be the biggest win of his career. Adesanya, yeah, he's on a 2-fight win streak, on 2-fight losing streak, but he is still Adesanya. So I will say this: if Adesanya can stop himself from being taken down, fight well off of his back foot, and actually apply the pressure, actually go for it. People were saying after he lost Alex Pereira and then knocked him out, people were like, oh, this contender Izzy is a different fighter. If he can bring that kind of performance out, I believe we will see a highlight reel. No, I won't go as far as say highlight reel, but I will say we will see a good KO, TKO from Israel Adesanya, and that's what I'm hoping for. But let me know what you think, guys. The UFC's finally back.